Well, good news. It's all here. We're all working, all having a good time.
Next
Are you
question.
saying that to us or to yourself? Because it kind of sounds like you're trying to convince yourself there.
It sure does.
Because he is.
I am, yeah. But here we are, and we're ready to go, I think. Is Sara Murphy actually going to grace us with her presence?
Yeah.
All right. Well, shall we get going then?
Do we need to mic check Sara Murphy?
We've already name-checked her.
Well, right. But I haven't heard her voice.
That's true. Sarah, are you there?
I think I am.
Yay!
All right. You're totally there. You sound great. Do you want to put on a pair of headphones so you can hear yourself?
I have them.
Okay. All right. Well, then I think we're ready to go.
We don't have the screen turned where we can see them, you see.
Oh, my God.
Well, it's nice to see when,
Okay, fine. Hang on. Let me go turn the screen.
It'll give you time to see if the harmonica's right side up or not as well, which is a very important part of it all. Yay! See? Yay! Now we've got faces and names. So much better.
Is it, though?
It is.
All right, fine.
I mean, they're pretty fuzzy.
And
They
yet
They do
you're
look
That's
like
true,
ghosts.
though.
Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah,
Haunted house.
yeah.
We've
Yeah,
died.
that's pretty typical. It's the haunted studio.
It is. Are you ready?
Ready.
God damn it. You, all that time.
I told you.
All that
you
time.
had the
Are
time.
you fucking ready, bud?
Clearly not. But let's try it again. Welcome to A Shin Show. I'm Pete Shin, your host, alongside Elsie Shin, beloved spouse from an undisclosed basement location on the eastern coast. Also joining us from an... What's that, Sarah? What was that?
May or may not be haunted.
Oh, it's not haunted.
It
No.
is.
Okay.
We're dead.
We're
Haunted
not-
by two jokers.
Well, you know that's right. That's for sure. In any event, we're joined by beloved daughter Sara Shin and Sara Shin's spouse, beloved Sara Murphy, from an undisclosed basement location in the Midwest. Greetings.
Definitely not haunted.
Oh, no, not at all. Haunted by actually chickens and dogs, fowl of various sorts.
The ghosts thereof.
Yes, and the ghost of the occasional lizard as well.
I would like to formally welcome Miss Sara Murphy to the show, seeing as the show's, a year old now, roughly, give or take. So she was wisely chose to wait a year to see where the fuck this thing was going to go. So welcome aboard.
That's true. And actually, you're right. Actually, last week, we didn't even mention it, but last week was the anniversary edition of A Shin Show.
Oh, that's kind of fun.
So maybe this should be season 3. I think we should go ahead and shift this to season 3 right now. What do you think?
I think
Let's
we
do
should. Yeah, I don't know if we had a clear delineation of 1 versus 2. We just kind of made that up, I think. But yeah, this would be 3. It would have to be.
Has to be 3.
S3E1, let's go.
We're on it. All right. Well, Sara Murphy, glad you could join us. You're filling in for Nick, so those are, he wears a size, 11 and a half, 12 shoe? Big shoes to fill.
I
Not
think
really.
That'll be pretty easy.
Well, from the standpoint of intellectual heft, yes. But just...
No, dude. They wear the same size shoe.
Oh, I see. Okay.
We do. And I'm so excited to have, some sort of MMA coverage that actually makes sense and isn't full of shit.
Oh!
So
Next week, tune in because we're going to have an MMA fight in our fucking basement.
Who's going to be the ones fighting? Is it Sarah versus Nick or what?
Well, it's really going to be more like a brawl, as we all.
I
know.
see.
Like a
Are you
Smash
gonna be our
Brothers
ref?
situation.
I could be the ref. I'll
All
be
right.
the ref. All right. You're right. I don't like physical confrontation. I don't know why I'm trying to throw myself in there.
Well, yeah, you just put on a pair of rubber gloves and what's his name, Dean, and you just jump in there and...
What's his name, Dean? Yeah.
Yeah.
You can always let Ermac ref, but then you can do the scoring, right? Because you guys went to that class for the scoring situation.
Yeah, you can judge.
Mhm.
That's a good idea. You be a judge, Sarah.
So tune in next week for that
Yeah.
bullshit.
Right, when we have an undisclosed MMA match in the basement of the undisclosed location in the Midwest.
Yeah.
buy your tickets now.
Yeah, by now, with promotion like that, how could you avoid it?
Right?
It's going to be hot.
I'm sure it'll be catered by Ziffs.
Well, it's too soon to get into Ziffs. They haven't earned their sponsorship yet.
No, that's true.
Oh, I
Well,
didn't realize that they now had to earn things.
Well, they really
I thought
don't.
that we were just loyal to them.
We are loyal to them for reasons unknown. Doesn't make any damn sense. Really doesn't. So, and we'll talk more about Ziffs. Well, why wait?
Right.
Why wait when it's always a good time to talk about Ziffs? Fine dining and relaxed continental atmosphere in Invercargill, New Zealand. A proud fake sponsor of a Shin Show for now almost actually an entire year. They've been a fake sponsor.
Right. And may I further add, we discovered this week, because somebody got a map of the world for their birthday.
It's true, and that was me.
Invercargill is one of the most southerly cities in the planet.
Yeah, it is. Actually, it is one of the most southern. It's the southernmost city in New Zealand, which means that it's the most southernmost inhabited city in the Pacific.
That's
and
pretty neat.
It's a great place to get a sandwich, along with some freshly slain kiwi juice.
Whatever the fuck that means.
I don't know what it
Nobody's
means.
Sure.
No one's sure. So let's talk about the news of the week, shall we?
Let's do it.
Do we do news or personal news? I can't remember. I can't remember the order.
Well, it's whatever order we wanted in, but
right.
don't forget to speak.
Is the news of the week personal news?
No, not really. I don't think so.
Okay,
I had a
right.
birthday, you know.
Yeah, you did.
I sure
Happy
did.
belated birthday. Did you
Thanks.
get your card? Did it show up on time?
It did, and you know what it said?
What?
It said, I got you a card. And by on time, I meant it showed up that week.
Oh, well, I tried.
You did good.
It was close.
Yeah, it's close.
It arrived yesterday, but it was close.
Actually, no, it arrived Friday. So
Yeah.
it was just one day late.
I was so sure that it would go out.
Well, you know, I'm not complaining. I didn't complain. I did fail to mention that I'd received the card, obviously.
You want to know some bullshit, dear listeners?
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
Okay. So you want to know how many times I had to remind my brother what fucking day our dad's birthday is?
How many times, Sarah?
Enough that I lost count.
Yeah.
And then, do you want to know one of the first fucking things Dad says to me when I call him on his birthday?
What?
I
He
said,
says, your brother fucking beat you to calling me this week.
I did. Well, that was true. He did.
You know, we were busy making plans for other things. So, you know, and we both know that Nick only called because you reminded him, and Noah only called because I reminded him. So, girls rule, boys drool.
Bullshit.
Oh,
That's all I'm saying.
yeah. So did you hear that? Did you hear that she said girls rule and boys drool? Is that a thing? Is that a thing?
Yes.
I mean, since like the 70s. dude.
60s.
Oh, I
And
see.
it's still a thing.
Oh, it's still a thing. Okay. Well, I'd never heard it. But this is the advantage of
Well, that's
not
because you're a boy.
right.
Right. Welcome to the taco party.
Welcome to the sisterhood. Excellent. I think I just ovulated.
Does that mean we're sinking?
Well, we're syncing, all right. There's no question about that. But it's an S-I-N-K, not an S-Y-N-C, you see. All right. So, so in personal news, I suffered another birthday. Yes. So I'm now I'm getting past middle age, don't you think?
It depends.
I mean, what is the average life expectancy of a male in the United States? Like 85?
No. Try 78. 76?
well,
72?
No, I believe it's in the pushing 80 now. It does keep going up, of course. But I'm always curious on that. Is it if you were born that year, that's your expectancy? Or does it actually change as you age? I don't know. The point is, you've got a good at least 20 years, given the average. Plus.
Yeah, dude, you're past middle age. I hate to tell you.
Yeah, at least 20 years. That's nice. That's real nice. At least 20 years. And what am I doing with it? This fucking podcast. Wow.
Your choice. Your choice.
Love you.
I think we determined yesterday you guys have 8 whole listeners, so.
Oh, really?
What age? That's impressive.
Did you dig into that?
Well, we used our fingers to count.
Yeah.
You didn't have to take off shoes.
No, I mean-
That's good.
I mean, did you look into the statistics?
No. We just counted on the number of people who have said, hey, I've listened to your shit.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Should we go through and name them all by name?
Well,
Yes.
yeah, absolutely.
Let's start season 3
wait,
with a very
wait,
special
wait.
shout out.
I'm number 1.
You're number 1.
Let's
Okay.
get that clear
Yeah,
first.
that's
and
clear
foremost.
right now is that I'm number 1. Okay, now you can go on.
All right.
Okay.
So number 1 listener, Murphy.
Yeah.
Number 2 listener, probably my mother.
Okay.
long-suffering.
Yes.
Chris. Chris is a long-time listener,
Yeah.
apparently now.
Yeah, oh, yeah,
shout-
absolutely. Shout out to Chris right now.
Shout out to Chris. Ben still listens. I think he binges. He goes once a month and listens to our shit. So that's cool.
Way to go, Ben.
Ben's birthday, by the way.
Oh,
Happy birthday, Ben.
Happy birthday, Ben. I'm not sure anybody really wished me a happy birthday. I mean, we discussed
Your
the birthday.
pod wasn't on the birthday. Get over it. Jesus. Happy birthday, Ben.
I mean, All right.
You don't get a birthday
Give you
week.
a birthday call. Like,
All right. Okay. Okay.
Mm.
All right. I don't want to steal Ben's thunder. All right. Way to go, Ben.
let's
Happy
see, that's
birthday.
4.
Yeah. All right. I think we're fresh out.
No. My friend Danielle listens.
Okay.
At
That's
least
that's
occasionally.
5. That's 5.
That's 5.
Yeah.
I listen every week. I don't participate.
There you go.
Mm,
Elsie's
That's
5.5.
5.5.
Okay. That's good. We'll count her half. Yeah.
I guess my cousin Sierra is probably 5.5 because she lives with my mom and makes her listen to it. So
Okay.
there you go. We got
We're up to
6.
6. Woo.
Yeah.
I had a kid listen one time.
Oh yeah.
Nice boy. You should
5 3/4.
offer extra credit to students.
No.
Prove to me you listen to this, and I'll give you 100 extra points.
Right.
Nice.
Out of a
I'm
billion.
pretty sure that's bribery. Like, Not that
What
we're
adult
above
hasn't
that,
done
but-
that?
Mm. All right. So I think we got up to 6. I don't know
good
where
job, guys.
I don't know where you
Proud of
came from
you.
8.
Well, my friend Heather has listened before and thought it was hilarious. That's 8.
No, that does. One-time listeners don't count. They have to be repeat
I haven't
listeners.
followed up to see if she still listens. I know she did listen the one time though and did like it.
I don't know, dog. One
I'm
time.
pretty sure Nick's friend listens too.
Hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
We might have as many as 8.5 listeners.
yeah, I'm saying
if
soon
Taylor
will be
d-
double digits, you guys.
Yeah, well, maybe.
If Taylor doesn't listen, we should just force her to do so.
Oh, yeah, we don't. Has Taylor been identified by name?
Nobody knows
What
who
do you-
Taylor. It
by
could be
name,
any
yes.
Taylor. Could
Yeah.
be
By
Fred
name for
Taylor.
sure.
Hey,
I mean, like, have we had a lineup with like name and picture? No.
yeah, yeah. Have you seen Taylor? Does she exist? Because my buddy Chris believes that she's actually a 200-pound blow-up doll.
Maybe. I've never seen her.
See, you've never seen her either,
No,
huh?
we've never seen her.
It could be a blow up doll in one of those blow up sumo
You're so
suits over
bullshit.
it.
When Nick was staying with us, yes, we've met Taylor.
You
She's a
have.
perfectly nice young lady.
Okay. She's not a blow-up doll.
Well, she could be a blow up doll. We've only seen the back of her head from a really far away.
Really?
Right, there you go.
Is that true?
Yeah.
No, no, it's not true. We definitely have face-to-face conversations with her.
Let me just say this. Sara Murphy, you are indeed a worthy substitute for Nicholas.
Right. I like the serious face too, though. It's very believable.
Oh, yes. Super believable.
I'm going to grad school to be a master manipulator. So working on it.
That
Right.
might be the first fucking true thing out of your mouth tonight.
Wow.
Wow.
So let's keep in mind, for those listeners who don't realize it, we are, in fact, 2 sets of married couples having this conversation. So if it seems like the insults get personal and vitriolic,
Pointed.
that's why.
Hurtful.
That's why. Yeah. Because we're experts.
We'll all hug it out later.
Yeah, or not. Anyway, so all right. So yeah, personal news, had a birthday. That's really all we've done.
You
this
keep
week.
going back to it though. So should we all take a moment to say happy birthday, Peter?
No, we've
Yeah, I
already.
think we
You
should.
had a birthday. Is that true?
Yeah, that's true. I did have a birthday, Sarah. Thank you. Someone finally recognized it.
Thank
It's high
God.
time.
Thank God.
All right. So anyway, what news? You're going back to grad school. Congratulations, Sara Murphy. Sarah Shin, any personal news this week?
Nah, dog.
Nah, dog. Well, how about the real news, which is that Hurricane Dorian is now spun down into like tropical remnants, but did not, in fact, devastate the United States, seemingly content with devastating the Bahamas. Yet, President Trump spent much of the week trying to claim that Hurricane Dorian was a real threat to Alabama. Weird.
So, like, do you think he actually doctored that map, or do you think it was just some aide trying to fuck with him?
No, he drew a titty on it. That's what he did.
I'm sure he didn't. I'm sure they don't trust him with markers, but still,
No, he did.
somebody did it.
He did it. He did it.
Yeah.
He's capable of drawing a booby.
Wow.
That's what he did. He drew a booby right over
Did he
Alabama.
put a nipple on it too?
He should
Yeah, it
have.
was Birmingham.
The nipple. Famous nipple Birmingham. That's right. All right. So that happened this week. And anything else happen?
Andy got a puppy, and I'm so excited.
Oh, really? Sandy.
Oh, that's
Oh,
personal
yay.
news.
What kind of puppy?
It's a French bulldog.
Oh my gosh, they're so cute with the big old ears.
Yeah.
Very nice.
And they speak
Ask
French.
me how many times it's peed in the house already?
How many
times
times?
has it peed in the house?
Yeah, how many?
Let's count. 1, 2, 3.5 because it's shit. So there you go.
Well, shouldn't a shit count as like 1.5 pisses?
Okay, so like 4.
Yeah,
Okay.
a full 4, I would call it. So, in other words, Sandy's dog has shit or pissed in the house nearly as many times as we have listeners. Is that true?
That tracks.
Or at least almost as many times as you told Nick that the 5th was Peter's birthday.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
So, now how many dogs does this make run around the house?
4.
Wow.
Which is technically illegal, but we're not going to talk about that.
What do you mean technically illegal? You're a homeowner. You're a citizen. This is America. How can they stop you from having 4 dogs at your home?
You could have 10 guns. Why not 4 dogs?
Douglas County requires you to have 3 dogs or get a kennel license.
Oh,
So-
really?
They
Well,
don't require you to have 3 dogs, but
Okay, all right.
there's
They
like-
should. They should.
that was pretty damn funny. So you're
This
telling
is
me
America. You have to have 3 dogs.
I think
But only in Douglas County.
right.
Only in Douglas County.
That's good because I'm pretty sure Elsie and I are out of compliance then.
We can change that.
No, we can't.
That's what I kept saying. And yet now I have 4 dogs.
Yeah. So I imagine you both are going to school to get your kennel license then?
Right. Is that what your graduate's in?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're not getting a kennel license though, are you? I mean, technically the dog doesn't live with you. It's just Sandy's dog, right?
Yeah.
And Sandy, by the way, is Sarah Shin's, sister-in-law and Sara Murphy's sister.
So if you threw an extra $5 in rent for the dog, if the dog had to pay you $5, does that count as being a kennel? And then can you just say that you're a kennel?
Well, no, because they have to get a kennel license, you see.
Yeah, and I
Mm.
don't actually know what all goes into it, but I can tell you what's going to happen is that dog will just be mysteriously registered at another residence.
Oh, really? Like Nick's, perhaps?
Maybe.
Who can say where? That's very good. Interesting.
Undisclosed location.
And the infamous undisclosed location. That's awesome. All right, good. So, all right. So that's good personal news. Glad to hear that. And I guess that's really all the personal news that fits. Brad started school again.
Well, you didn't ask me.
I'm
You
looking
didn't
at
really
you.
ask
I'm
me.
looking at you.
All right. So, personal news for the week would be Brad starting school and learning that he wants to abdicate something at some point, which
We're not sure what.
let's just start out, though. It gives me hope that he wants to do something good enough to have to abdicate from. That's a step in the right direction. But yeah, other than that, I got nothing. It was nice, though, to see that Dorian did not hit Florida after having been reminded about Michael last year and how awful and devastating that was. So it's nice they didn't repeat that. It's nice that Canada finally had to take its fair share of hurricane. And that's it for me.
Okay, very good.
Hey, I do have I have kind of a follow-up to last week's episode.
You
'Cause
do?
I listened to it since I wasn't on it
Yeah.
because I'm a supporter of and I believe in your vision.
You're also a listener.
Yeah, you
Just
count as
half
a listener.
yeah.
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 Okay.
But you know how you're reading the Harry Potter books?
Yes, I do know that.
Harry Potter's grandparents, so the Potter, the Potter on the Potter side,
Yes.
died of dragonpox shortly after James and Lily's wedding.
How do you know this?
I looked it up.
In what book?
Probably on
Pottermore.
Pottermore.
It's on Pottermore.
Oh,
It's
Yeah.
the supplementary.
See?
It's the supplementary shit. I can't remember if she actually did mention anything in the books about it. I
she
doubt
didn't.
it.
No.
because
No.
This was totally, Pottermore is where she fixes all of her plot holes,
Aha.
Mhm.
That makes sense. Well,
but
how-
it's still considered canon material.
I see. All right. Well, then.
Now, there is somebody at my office whose daughter is getting married, and they're having a Harry Potter themed wedding. So you even find out what
Yep.
table you'll be sitting at by pulling it out of the sorting hat. All sorts of fun things.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Is it cool or is it, I don't know.
it's cool. Okay,
Lame?
it's cool.
You want to say the word lame?
Yeah, that's the word I was grasping for. But I was looking for a more
I would
polite
walk into
word.
that shit and be like, no, I left the stove on. I got to go.
I've got to go attend the opening of my garage door. That's
Yeah.
my favorite excuse. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I enjoy the Harry Potter books, but I'm not sure I want to, walk around with, round glasses and fake a scar on my forehead. You know what I mean?
Well, to be fair, people of a certain age,
To be fair.
people of a certain age, i.e. my age, grew up with Harry Potter. Like, the first book came out when we were 7, and the last book came out when we were 17, so we grew up at the same age as Harry.
But are you marrying Harry Potter?
I would not marry Harry. No, he's a disaster child.
Well, and she can't without moving to Utah. So you guys would have to all get on board with that.
Yeah, there'd have to be a weird series. Oh, I don't know. The Church of, you both were married, as you well know,
Yeah.
through the Church of Universal. What do they call it?
Energy? You just, there
Oh,
was
yeah.
something-
Yeah, Church of Universal Energy and the Infinite Multiverse, of
Yes.
which I am the sole pastor and only officiant.
So is
Hey,
polygamy
Pastor,
cooler now?
how does our church view polygamy?
Yeah.
We're all for it.
There you go. See,
Well,
problem solved.
Brad Pitt, I'm coming for you.
Yeah. So there you go. So that should be no problem if you want to
Marry Harry Potter.
Marry Harry Potter.
No, man, even Daniel Radcliffe is too much for me. He's a little
A little much.
odd.
Is he odd?
Odd.
No, I met a guy who met Daniel Radcliffe and found him to be delightful.
Well, you know what? I guess I shouldn't judge.
Yes. In fact, this is a true story. The man I met was the U.S. ambassador to Hungary. So there you go. And he said Daniel Radcliffe was just charming. So I think you should marry him. You and Sarah both.
You're out,
Yes.
but he's got that Harry Potter money.
Oh,
That's
well.
true.
All right,
Yeah.
I'll reach.
I'm back in.
Sign me back up.
That's great. Okay, anyway.
We look forward to welcoming you to the family, Daniel.
Yeah, Daniel Radcliffe, come on in. All right, so anyway, wait a minute.
What?
Is it a competition between who can marry him first?
No.
What,
I
me and
mean,
her?
he's definitely marrying, because I'm going for Brad Pitt.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like competitions. You want to make it a competition?
Yeah, girl, I will take your ass down.
Oh shit!
I just
It's
got
like,
real.
like for Brad Pitt or for Daniel Radcliffe or both.
Yes. Just all of the above.
All right.
Okay.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna sit back and let this happen because
Yeah, because it's gonna. I
You're-
mean,
right, and
obviously.
you're a winner either
Don't
way.
get that YouTube star.
What YouTube star?
Any of them.
It's true. They'll take anything they can get.
All right, fair enough. All right, well, anyway, moving on. So I'm still reading. I'm on. Now, I should let you know this right now. Harry Potter's in terrible danger.
why? What's happening?
Who knows? But that's the theme throughout all 7 of these books. He's in terrible danger.
Right.
I just want you to know that.
Okay.
So that's my excuse whenever Elsie tries to get me to stop reading and do something. I can't.
But Harry's in terrible danger.
Harry's in terrible danger. Got to see what happens.
I like that.
Yeah. So there you go.
He's also an unreliable narrator.
He's a liar, in other words.
Well,
What do you mean by unreliable
trauma.
narrator?
it's like I don't know. So the 5th book's really emo or whatever. I don't know. I read this whole literary analysis one time that explained why Harry Potter was so shitty, and it's because he's an unreliable narrator because he's a traumatized teenager.
But Harry Potter doesn't narrate it.
It's
Right.
from his
Third
point of
person.
view, though.
Well, not really. It's the omniscient third person.
Yeah.
Right.
It is
but-
What are you talking about? Harry Potter does not narrate.
No,
Okay.
at
Never
no
mind.
point.
I'll find the essay and I will recite it in its entirety on next week's episode.
All right.
Post it on the Facebook page. We all have to read it.
That's
Oh, shit, I might. Okay.
yeah. That seems like fair homework. Yeah. Okay. So, in any event, I don't think we have much news this week.
No, you've just been reading Harry Potter all week.
I mean, apparently nothing happened this week in the United States. How about that?
Well, like Nick said last week, sometimes you just gotta kind of cleanse the palate.
Of news, yes. Good point.
Well, football started.
Football did start, and my fantasy football team is, dare I say, how do you say sucking balls? Or
Hey,
politely.
Yeah, let's discuss because I'm part of some college pick'em team thing at work, and last week I got beat by an 8-year-old. So
Nice.
Well, I got beat by a guy who's been playing fantasy football a long time, but I made some bad choices on my lineup. Today, for example, I sat Lamar Jackson in favor of the Browns quarterback, who I can't remember at the moment. What's his name? What is it? What's the name of the Browns quarterback?
Mayfield.
I got good.
Oh,
Hold
yeah,
on.
Baker Mayfield, yeah. So I played Baker Mayfield, and I sat Lamar Jackson, and that was a huge mistake because Lamar Jackson had a 33-point game, and and Baker Mayfield had a 9-point game. Then I had 2 receivers for Jacksonville. I started one, sat the other. The one I sat had a 22-point game. The one I started had a 12-point game. So I have basically let 40 points go by the board, which would be, I would be competitive against my competitor had I not sat those 2 players.
Cool story, bro. I have to check it out.
You did not disappoint. I was waiting for that.
Let me give you the bottom line. I suck at fantasy football, okay? There you go. Nice.
Well, so in the office, we're not doing like the teams or whatever. What we're doing is predicting who's going to win that week's matchups and then give a confidence scale or whatever.
Yeah, okay. And these are college games, though?
Yeah, these are college games.
Okay.
So did you watch the sports ball this weekend?
I did watch some sports ball, but I did not actually see any of the college games. But I looked at the scores.
He just knows all the scores off the top of his head, and you want to check your bracket? Is that what's going on?
I was going to ask him who won. Yeah.
Why don't you just Google it?
Well, because it's more fun to ask the old man.
Yeah. Well, here's.
Do you want to tell your dad what you thought that all the college, what made them a college?
No,
I do. I want to know. I want to know.
You better tell me. Confess your sins. I'm listening.
I just said because they're like state schools or whatever, right? Like they have the word state in them.
Yeah.
That's how did I phrase it?
I asked who Nebraska was playing, and you said Colorado State. It's all state because it's college football, assuming that every college football team had state at the end.
Yeah.
No. So we're Nebraska State, right?
Yeah.
Penn State. That's
well, you're part of the time.
Right. I mean, there is a Colorado State. There's also a Colorado
State. Yeah, makes sense.
Right.
Okay, so you're not a good sports baller, honey.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you're a mathlete. You've always been a mathlete.
But the way you said it, she told me. She's like, it's state. That means it's college.
Well, that
whatever you do with confidence, okay?
Yeah.
It's true.
I guess.
It is true that there are no pro football teams that have state in them. That is true.
That is true.
So I can see how you would, kind of conflate those things.
You also would never hear something like the Fighting Okra in the NFL.
That's true. But is there a fighting team with the Fighting Okra?
Yes, there is. It's in Mississippi.
Really?
Yes.
Fighting Okra?
Fighting Okra.
You got to be kidding.
Nope.
I'll be
kidding. Kid you not. But since sports might not be our best category of the week, how about stupid questions?
Well, we can get to stupid questions,
right.
But let me just say this about the sports ball, which is that Nebraska did suck. I mean, I
predicted that. I did predict that. Nebraska versus Colorado. I had Colorado winning with a confidence level of 10. So go me.
Yeah, go you. See, that's good sports balling right there. Good job.
Colorado State, right?
I don't know. My little paper just says Colorado, but I assume that it is a state school.
Well, it's in the state, if that's what you mean.
You'll be happy to hear that the Fighting Okra play for Delta State University.
The Delta State Fighting Okra. Okay. Do they have a football team? Probably D3. All right. Let's move on. Let's move on to what you're watching this week. Did you see any movies?
Yes.
Yeah, we went to go see Peanut Butter Falcon, and I fucking loved it.
What's Peanut Butter Falcon?
It's with Shia LaBeouf, and it's about him being this fisherman with this past that you find out about. Doesn't really pertain to anything, except he thinks he's a bad guy. And he meets a dude with Down syndrome, and they go on an adventure.
Oh, I like that. I
loved it.
It's a modern day Huck Finn retelling.
Really? Is that what it is? But it's called Peanut Butter Falcon. Is it was it an art house film or is it in wide release?
It was in wide release.
Huh.
It was limited wide release.
So in other words,
it was art film adjacent.
Nice.
All right. Very good. Well, and Sarah Shin, did you see anything else?
No, we've been watching Stranger Things. We're watching Stranger Things, and we're finishing up Breaking Bad in anticipation of El Camino coming out in October.
October 11th.
So, did you not see Stranger Things yet?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Have you seen the whole season 3?
No. That's what. Let me rephrase. We've watched the previous seasons. We're watching the newest season
I
of
see.
Stranger Things.
And where are you at?
Like
with
on
it?
episode 3.
Okay. What are your thoughts?
I mean,
I hate it.
What do you hate?
she
Okay.
hates it. I love it.
What do you hate
know.
about it, Sarah Murphy?
Everything. No, I really liked the first season. First season was good, solid. Second season was all right. This third season, I don't care about anything, and it's so long. Each episode is like an hour and some, and like, what are they even doing?
Yeah, it's
What's
just
it
wearing
even
you out.
about anymore.
Yeah, it's just
There's like a 35-minute scene of them going to the mall. Like, I get it. I've been to the mall. I know what it looks like.
Kids
Yeah.
these days, they might not.
yeah, but you don't know what it looked like in the 80s. So there
I
you go.
guess not. Although we're from a small town, so I feel like shit dies
Right.
slower.
Exactly.
Yeah, true. You probably do know what it's like. All right. Well, anyway, so Stranger Things 3. Yeah, I don't know. I had mixed feelings about it. It was okay. Whatever. But I felt the same way about 1 and 2. It was like, yeah, it's okay. Whatever. I feel that way about almost everything on Netflix. It's like, yeah, it's okay. Whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. Except for Breaking Bad.
Well, yeah, that's one of the
Yeah,
Yeah,
greatest
that was on
films. Yeah.
AMC. That's not Netflix.
It's not a Netflix original, you see. But it
No,
is.
but it's on Netflix right now, and we're rewatching it for like the 5th time. Well, I'm rewatching it for like the 5th time.
I'm being taken hostage, but whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so have you not seen it, Sarah Shin?
No, I have. I watched
Okay.
it and I enjoyed it. I just don't like it as much as Murphy does. So
I like it a lot. I've seen it all the way through twice, and I love the cinematography being from New Mexico. I mean, it's just unbelievable how well they captured what it's like to live in New Mexico. It's amazing.
So
Well,
you
there
mean
you
it
have it.
sucks?
Yeah. Well, it'll cause you to deal meth. That's why I left. So there you
well,
go.
that happens in the Midwest too. So
Oh wow.
pretty sure that's just poverty.
Oh,
Oh, poverty. It's never not funny.
right. It's hilarious.
Plus one for poverty.
Well, thanks for not breaking bad, girls, even though you live in the Midwest,
Hmm.
to my
I
knowledge.
would if I was smarter, but whatever.
Right.
Yeah, not yet anyway. I'm working on it.
Yeah, I was going to say the teacher over there was like, yeah, it's happening.
Oh, that's true. You are oh my gosh. Walter White was a teacher.
Mm-hmm.
You're a teacher. Does that mean you're Walter White? I mean,
Well, she doesn't have cancer yet, so
Yeah, not yet, but I know what my plan is once I get cancer.
Planning is so important.
it's so important. All right, so you're watching that. We are watching Mindhunter on Netflix. And, it started out slow, then it got kind of good, and then it's like slowing down again.
well, like you said, it's something on Netflix, so it made you go meh.
Yeah.
I wish they would focus more on the interviews with the serial killers. That's what's interesting. I don't really give a shit about these FBI agents' personal lives. Like, what the fuck? I don't need to know that. But I do want to hear the serial killers talking about, yeah, this is why I'm crazy.
See, and I think that's the appeal for most people. Most sick
Cool.
people like us.
So who's in it?
No one I know doing things that I've never heard of. And it's okay. So
Okay,
that
cool.
So 3 of 5
I'll probably
stars.
give it a pass then.
Yeah, I think you're safe giving it a pass, tell you the truth. Now, one that you should definitely give a pass if you're Elsie Shin is Dark Crystal. So we're looking for something to watch.
Hatred towards some David Bowie knockoffs or whatever.
Yes.
It's a Jim Henson Productions thing that's on Netflix. I thought, well, we'll give it a try. Some fantasy thing. It's the first thing that comes up on Netflix anyway. One of the first things. Haven't you seen it yet? The Dark Crystal?
I did not watch Labyrinth, so I don't give a shit.
No, I know. It has nothing to do with Labyrinth as far as I know.
Oh, I thought it did. I thought it was like the same universe or whatever.
I haven't the foggiest.
Probably.
All I know is that we were looking for something to watch and it came up and we pressed the button and there it was.
Okay. And
And it's, I thought, well, maybe I'll give this 10 minutes. Elsie was out in the first 15 seconds.
No, I gave it a solid minute. And then I walked away. I was like, please get this off my television. I can't even be in the same space with it.
Yeah, so it started like this, right? In the deepest mists of time, the dark crystal was light, and then there were
Hard
7
pass on that, man.
tribes. And
Hard pass.
Right. All the tribes had crazy names. The people all looked crazy. And then the bad guys had the most annoying voices on the fucking planet. It was like, no, it's dead to me.
yeah, it was over. She's like, I'm not staying in the same room as this. That's what she said. She said, I'm not staying in the same room as this. So I had to change the channel. Then we went back to mine.
Crystal hard pass.
Yeah, well, from us anyway. Anyway, so I'm finishing. I'm on the last book of the Harry Potter series. So that's what I'm.
Which one is the third one still your favorite?
Of the books?
Yeah.
I've come to see that you can't take them as separate. They're all one big book.
Finally.
Yeah,
What do you mean, finally?
You finally see the light. That's important.
The light of what?
You can't have a favorite book. You can't hate any of the books. They are one.
I don't know.
I do like the sixth one the best, though. I'm just going to throw that out there.
It is good.
The one where Dumbledore... Spoiler alert.
It's been out for 25 years. I think everyone knows.
Well, does everyone know that Dumbledore's gay, though? I don't think so.
I mean, she did just kind of shoehorn that in to.
Spoiler alert: Dumbledore dies, and he's gay.
But
he dies because he's gay. Sorry,
and he dies before he's gay. It is a hate crime, though. In fairness, it is a hate crime. But it is unrelated to his sexual orientation, to my knowledge. I mean, Snape doesn't.
Yeah, I like the sixth one because there's a lot of angst, there's a lot of buildup, there's a lot of big shocky things that happen. I like that one.
Okay. All right. Well, you can read it again at any time with Kindle Prime for just $9.99 a month.
I have the book sitting next to me.
Did you look over at the book to see the cover of it to figure out which one your favorite was?
No, I actually don't think I have the sixth one. I think that's the one I'm missing. I have all the rest of them, but I'm missing my.
I was like, "What are you looking at?" And then I realized it was the Harry Potter books.
I have them sitting on the shelf here because they're all first editions, and I'm very proud of them, except for my sixth one that I'm missing.
That's weird because we also have first editions of all except for the sixth. So, what the fuck?
It's a conspiracy.
It is.
Wow.
Let's make that into a competition. First person to get the first edition.
I think I know where my sixth book is.
I'm going to get it from Daniel Radcliffe. Boom.
Yeah.
What a bitch. You bitch.
Yeah. Right. As a wedding present from him.
Oh.
All right.
Signed by all the cast. Come at me.
Yeah. And JK. All right. So anyway, JK. All right. What was I going to say? So you said you thought you knew where your sixth book was. Where is it?
I think it's in the basement of my old house at Nebraska City. I'm pretty sure.
Like moldering?
Either that or in the garage at your mom's house. One of the two.
My mom's dead.
So it's destroyed, is what you're saying.
Yeah, for sure. Either way.
Well, I'm sure it's available on eBay for a price.
Yeah, but it doesn't have a dedication in it.
Oh, yours is dedicated? Who dedicated?
Well, to me from my grandma.
Oh, no, jeez. Well, you can have her do that again, can't you?
I could, because she's still alive.
Yeah,
So there you go. Get on that shit. I mean, for real.
Yeah, what are you waiting for?
Grandma, I need you to sign this book for me.
Yeah,
Don't ask questions about where the original one went. Just for the memory value, please.
Right.
In fact, here's an additional backup if you could sign it too. Thanks.
Yeah. Right. In fact, and would you mind dating these 2002? That would be nice. Thank you. All right. Yeah, I know it didn't come out till 2004, but still. All right, so where was I? I forget. Oh, so let's leave all this behind us. That's so much for pop culture. Have you heard Britney Spears' new album, though?
That is pop culture.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's bomb.
Is it bomb?
Yeah, I listened to it like 4 times on repeat.
See?
I'm pretty sure she's fucking with you again. Middle school teacher, so like it's possible.
You just fucked with me, didn't you? You did.
Yeah.
All right.
I didn't realize that she still made music.
Yeah, she does. Oh, did I say Britney Spears? I meant Taylor Swift. Sorry.
Oh, fuck her.
Wow.
Oh, no, Taylor Swift. Yes, that I've listened to 6 times on repeat.
But yet I still think you're lying.
Yeah, I'm still lying.
All right. So no Swifties here. No. What do they call her? Like Swift's legions. What do they call?
We call them fucking stupid. Is what we call them.
Right. We call them nobody gives a shit. Let's move off the Taylor Swift. Unless you're telling us that you're a big Taylor Swift fan, which we already knew.
I've always been a fan of Taylor Swift.
Okay. Well, you and Noah can go talk about it some other time.
All right. Fine.
Special guy time talking about Taylor Swift.
well, I used to respect her, and then I don't anymore. So
You used to.
I
Why
don't
did
want to
Why?
get into it.
Oh, no. You can't open that door and not walk through, man.
I don't want to get into it. Why?
Sarah Murphy will tell us for you if you don't tell us.
That's true.
I will for sure.
Go ahead and tell.
Yeah,
tell why I don't
tell
like
us.
her.
Because her dad bought her fame.
Oh, well, yeah, you didn't know that to begin with?
Well, he was an investment banker. But
Yeah,
I mean, that
he
does.
paid for her to be famous.
Well, to start with,
I thought she made her own way, but she didn't. So.
No, she did not
Poverty,
make-
lose your
And
point.
also, apparently, she's kind of petty, and I'm not about that life.
What? A little
That's
rich,
because
spoiled
she's a-
girl who's gotten everything handed to her as petty? So
Yep.
weird.
wow, you all are haters. You all are Taylor Swift haters.
Yes.
That has been well established.
Yeah.
Okay. Except for Sara Murphy, who's listened to her album 6 times on repeat.
On repeat.
Yeah. Okay, well, then let's skip that. So, all right, let's get to this MMA analysis that you are so richly ready to deliver
Qualified
for us.
for.
No,
Yeah.
I'm just like every week Nick says some bullshit that he just makes up.
And
Or
he
it's
repeats it.
thinks, but it's just opinion, and he sells
It's
it
all
as
just
fact.
opinion.
No, dude, he sells it as fact, and y'all just believe him like he's right.
No, I don't, because, like, for example, this whole thing about getting starched. I mean, look, if anybody who gets, you can get, I don't think you have to get, like, I don't think there's some special definition for being starched. But
The other thing-
You're entitled to your wrong opinion.
No.
All
The
right.
other thing is like, I don't know who the fuck he was talking about, but obviously had no idea how the fights were judged. Like,
Oh, maybe.
yeah, I
Okay.
think it was a recent fight that you guys were talking about, and it's not how it works, dude. It's
All
not
right.
how-
well,
Anyway,
so
So I'm voting that next podcast we interrogate Nick Shin's ass. Bright light, stare him down. Where were you?
okay,
That'd be great.
That sounds
Yes.
fine. All right, so there were some fights this weekend, though. In fact, I believe that Khabib Nurmagomedov,
so
actual
close.
Good job.
Yeah, so disrespectful.
Nurmagomedov.
Nope.
Well, okay, here's the thing with that is I think he changed the pronunciation of his name. No shit, because
The
during the-
announcers were saying it weird. Yeah.
I think that they had corrected him.
Okay, so what the hell? What is his name? It's Khabib Nurmagomedov. What? It's Khabib.
Nurmagay. That's
Oh.
it.
Well,
Elsie's
and some
bouncing.
people
She's
say his
tired.
name is
She's.
I'm not
Oh,
bouncing.
she's
You
not-
pulled it out.
Oh, I did. Okay.
Yeah.
And by pulling it out, she is talking about the headphones. By the way.
Wow, thanks for making it really weird.
Well-
and gross.
Just you. Thanks.
Yeah.
All right. So
Habib or Khabib, but apparently people have been saying Habib Nurmagomedov.
yeah, like
They
I
did not
said.
say Nurmagomedov yesterday.
They said like Nurmagomedov or something.
Yeah, Gomedov. Nurmagomedov.
Nurmagomedov. That was it.
Nurmagomedov.
Wow, he fucked it up worse.
I did because it's different now.
Hey, why don't you just call him Khabib?
Yeah. Okay. So Khabib beat Dustin Poirier, is what I understand.
Oh my god, dude.
What?
Poirier.
Poirier. Okay. Well, it looks like Poirier to me.
Yeah,
Anyway.
well, it does. It does look like that.
Yeah. So that's how I pronounce it. Anyway,
He's
so
from Louisiana, so he's got that French pronunciation.
I see. Cajun. Got it. Anyway, so Khabib beat Dustin. Was this not the second time they've met?
No,
No,
this
they've
was
never fought before.
yeah. So Poirier was the interim champion.
Interim?
Interim.
Interim champ.
Interim. Okay. Yes, he was that
Interim.
interim because
Well, in Louisiana, you would say interim. He was,
Yeah,
he was the interim champ. Okay. so-
interim champ.
yeah.
Boy is interim.
Yeah. Yee.
Yee.
All right. So
Because Khabib was champ, but then got the suspension because he went out and fought McGregor's people or whatever. So this was the fight for the championship at lightweight.
okay.
Lightweight.
Yeah, good job. Proud of you.
Thanks.
Well done. And Khabib was dominant, was not dominant, or went 5 rounds? How did it go?
It Poirier lost by submission to rear naked choke in the 4th round, and which he did fine in the first.
No, he did not do fine, dude. It was so bad. It was such a dominating fight. You knew there was no way.
So
He lost every round.
Yeah, there was a little bit of stand up that was okay on Poirier's end, but every round Khabib controlled on the ground because he's a master fucking wrestler, you know. So,
Yeah. So it sounds like a pretty dominating performance by Khabib.
Yeah.
I said it was the exact same fight as the McGregor-Khabib fight, only with Poirier.
I see.
It went the exact same way. I mean, he got choked out the exact same way.
Has Khabib ever lost?
No, he is undefeated.
Wow. So he's basically the baddest man on the planet.
Definitely in that division.
Okay, but not
And
necessarily.
here's my opinion of him is that he hasn't fought any, I mean, not any. He's fought a couple top guys, but he came out of nowhere so quick. So I'm just waiting for that person to come and his undefeated, well, I don't know, whatever that is, streak.
Yeah, reign. His reign of terror. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
you know who should do it? Holly Holm. We should bring Holly Holm in there against Khabib.
Nah, dog.
She would literally get exploded. Into like a million
I
little
don't like
pieces.
Holly Holm. I don't dislike her, I guess, but everyone just says she's so much better than what she is.
Well, you know what? She beat Ronda Rousey. That's what it boils down to. She hasn't beaten anybody else, to my knowledge. I mean, I know she was a world 6-time boxing champion. Kickboxing. She was a kickboxing champion.
She was a kickboxer.
She was a Chewbacca champion. Crazy, huh? Anyway,
Yeah.
the bottom line is that she has gone a long way on beating Ronda Rousey. But I don't believe has won a championship since.
No.
Yeah.
Who was the co-main?
Paul
Paul
Felder and
Felder.
Barboza. That was a good fight.
That was probably the best fight on the card.
Hang on. What's the first name of Barboza?
Oh, fuck, I don't know. Junior.
Junior Barboza.
Lefty. I believe his name is Lefty Barboza.
I don't know what it is. Something Junior Barboza.
Oh, really? Okay. Santiago.
Edson Barboza.
Edson Junior Barboza.
There's no junior anywhere.
There's a junior. His name, look it up.
I am looking it up. I'm looking it up right fucking now.
Anyway, so who was he fighting? Edson Barboza?
Paul Felder.
And who
who's
won?
one of the commentators for like fight nights and stuff.
Oh, really? So, and did Paul Felder defeat Edson Barboza?
Well, it was a really good fight. It was close.
Went to decision.
Went to decision, but it was only 3 rounds, and it was a split decision. And Barboza thought he won, but he did not.
I see. So Paul Edson proved triumphant in a split decision in a close fight.
Felder.
Yeah. What did I say? Paul Edson?
You did.
Because it's Edson Barboza, right?
His nickname is Junior.
That's what I said.
No, you said Junior was nowhere in there.
I said no, Junior was nowhere in there. I said there's no fucking Junior anywhere in his name. And she apparently said that's his nickname. Edson Junior Barboza.
I see. Got it.
Yeah, she was right. She's giving me a look. I'm going to hear about this later.
Well, that's what happens
Correct
when you're
me on
married.
my MMA knowledge, bitch.
Wow, this sounds like you could choke her out. But in any event, so Paul Felder beat Junior Barboza in a split decision, and it sounds like it was a good fight, but I hate fights like that, frankly. I want to see a clear winner or a clear loser. I hate the stuff where you can't really tell who won or lost.
It depends on how active they were in the fight. Like if it's a boring fight, then I agree. But this was active striking in each round. Felder clearly was listening to his coaches, which is always nice to see. And Barboza had excellent, just
Kickboxing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
All right, so it was a
I
good.
like the fights that are close like that because then I can go through and I can judge the rounds. It's just a different type of thing. Like then I can go
a different kind of enjoyment.
Yeah, and then I can judge the rounds and say I think that this guy won this round and this guy won that round. And like in this fight, I knew Paul Felder won the first round and maybe the second round, but he didn't win the third round. So it was like, I don't know which way it's going to go. I want to see what the judges say. And then when the judges come back with a split decision, then it makes me feel better because
It just depends on how interested you are in the sport, you know?
Yeah, I understand. So let me ask you this. How would you have scored the fight ultimately on that second round? If you would have had to score it, how would you have scored it, Sara Murphy?
I would have scored them all 10-9. Like there was no 10-8 or anything. It was
Yeah,
all-
but in
Yeah, but did you think Felder won all 3 rounds?
Oh no, I wasn't watching it that closely.
Oh.
I wasn't judging it like that.
Well, and that's the thing is like I could have seen it go either way. Like I would have understood if the judges gave it to Barboza. And part of me was like, well, I want Felder to win, so am
Yeah,
I
that's the
judging
thing.
that way? So
Yeah.
I like to be reassured by what the judges say.
well, yes, I got all that, but that did not answer my question.
I'm sorry. Can you repeat the question?
Yeah, how would you have scored the fucking fight?
Fucking, I don't know. I didn't watch it that closely.
Well, I got that from you, but I want to hear from Sara Murphy.
We know you didn't fucking watch it.
Then Murphy gave some bullshit roundabout answer. How would you have scored it?
I thought that Felder won.
Okay, very good.
I
So,
would have given it to Felder.
Yep.
But I could have seen it go either way. And I also didn't know if I was trying to give it to Felder because I wanted him to win.
I understand.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you were happy with the decision.
Yeah.
Okay, good. And any other fights of note on that card?
Those were the only 2 I really watched.
Okay. No other
The rest
fights.
were dumb.
All right. Well, I will say this. The U.S. Open concluded this weekend, and Serena Williams got her ass kicked by some 19-year-old who I'd never heard of.
Really? Interesting.
Yeah, in the final.
But it is not finished because Nadal and Medvedev are still at it.
Yeah, but by the time anybody listens to this piece of shit, somebody's going to have won that.
You don't know,
Oh, the
Yeah.
language.
right?
I know. All of a sudden, I got a hairy potty mouth.
How long have you been holding on to that one?
I just busted it
All
out.
week.
Since the beginning of this episode.
No one liked it, huh? All right. Well, in any event. But yeah, but whoever wins this U.S. Open's men competition, whether it's Medvedev, how do you pronounce that?
Nobody
Medvedev.
knows.
Medvedev, whether it's Medvedev or Nadal, it's still going to be tremendous because Medvedev, that
The
Russian,
Russian guy.
yeah, he came back from 2
Not
sets
the
down.
Russian fighter, the Russian tennis player.
Yeah, I have trouble with those Eastern European names, obviously. Why don't they make them one syllable? It's so much easier. Like Shin. So easy.
Because they're not Western European. That's why.
Or Korean.
Or Korean.
Yeah, either
They're
one.
Eastern European, and they like their multiple syllables.
They sure do. Well, I
Do
know.
we have time for a random question? or
Jay,
not?
you just busted out.
Wait, let's
did- yeah,
get
you
to
did
this
try to-
random question.
Right, I've
Bring
been
that
trying
up.
all fucking night.
All
All
right.
right. So what is
tennis? What's the random question?
what is your most odd and or useless talent?
Okay, hold on.
All right, I got mine.
Well, tell us.
Babies will come find me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And then what happens? You
Then I
lost
help 'em, I
baby.
guess. Yeah, like baby animals, baby people. They find me and things happen.
What kind of things? This is disturbing now.
Undisclosed things.
Yeah, this sounds like an episode of Mindhunter all of a sudden.
Right.
That's
Right.
true.
Right. Babies find me and I drink their blood. I mean,
Whoa.
yeah.
Whoa.
How else do I look so young and beautiful?
Right, exactly. All
It's
right.
fair. It's fair.
Baby.
What about you, dear?
What, my undisclosed talent?
No, your odd or useless talent.
Odd or useless. That actually accurately describes every single talent I have. They're all odd and they're all useless. I have a marvelous voice. I play the harmonica badly, and I'm able to chat up strange people. I mean, none of those things are very handy, actually.
All right. What about you, Sarah Shen?
Probably my most useless talent is I have an ear for music, kind of. So I can learn a song really quickly, and I can listen to a song halfway through and then tell you what the rest of the song's going to be because it's all just pattern recognition and lyrics are not that imaginative. So that's probably my most useless talent is learning a song before I've heard it through all the way.
So you're kind of like a human Shazam app.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of. Except my hearing's pretty shitty, so I have to actively be listening, which I guess Shazam also does.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. You're like a human Shazam. I like that.
There you
Very
go.
good.
Nice.
And I like that babies find you, Sara Murphy.
It's
I
endearing.
don't ask for it. It just happens.
I'm just glad they go to you and not me.
Right.
It's true though. Like I cannot tell you the number of times we've been in Walmart and a crying child just comes up to her, grabs her hand, and looks around like, oh, now what? And I'm like, bitch, I don't know. You fucking now what? Indeed, the number of times I've looked around to try and find Murphy and she's just disappearing with a small child. Like,
Right. Are the
Into the
authorities
darkness sometimes.
yeah, flickering lights of Walmart. Yeah.
Nice.
for just a small cup of blood? That's all. All right, that's great. And
Well-
Elsie, yours?
Mine is I taught myself to play the piano upside down with my head under the keys.
Yeah, that's
Only
useless.
one song.
That is a crazy answer.
Right? It's only one song, but my sister and I, we were very competitive for attention. So that's what I learned because it would always shoot her down. Like no matter what she did, I'd break that out, and I was like the star. So,
What was the song?
Yeah.
Indian Wigwam.
Indian Wigwam. The fuck is that? Can
It's
you
something out of one of the practice books, you know.
Like-
Oh, okay.
like
all right.
ding 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 ding
Yes,
ding something
very
like that.
much like that. Yes,
Yeah.
How racist.
it starts young.
Right, it sure does. All right. Well, that's charming.
Well, it's institutionalized.
Exactly.
It is. Well, that's we've killed another perfectly good hour, I think.
Good job, guys. Proud of you.
Yeah, proud of you. So let me just ask: any big items this week coming up?
No.
I have homework.
Oh,
Sad.
yeah, super sad. We don't have.
So
Well,
that's my life.
how about you, Elsie?
I don't. I have a burning question for Sara Murphy as a year-long listener and trusted, educated judge. How would you judge tonight's performance based on season 1 and 2? How are we doing with season 3 here?
You mean like, all right, well, I would say way better because I'm here, but obviously. No, I honestly like the episodes so much better that have fewer people. The fewer the people, the better I think it sounds, the better it flows, the more charisma there is between
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
people. Is that the word I'm looking for? You know what I'm saying.
chemistry.
But
Chemistry is what you're looking for.
So you're saying about 4 people is the right amount. More than that gets to be excessive.
any more than 4 people, it's like too much for me to listen to.
This is excellent self-criticism.
But like last week when it was just Pete and Nick, I really liked that.
Pete.
Yeah, I like it.
That was
When it was just Shin's dad and Nicholas, I really, is that better?
I mean,
It was a little better for me, yeah.
Why
couldn't
is
have
it?
been as good
Hang
as
on.
this.
Let's
What?
delve into this for a second. Why is it uncomfortable for you, Sarah Shin, to hear your wife call me Pete? Why is that uncomfortable?
Super weird. She called my mom Cindy earlier and I about fucking wrecked the car.
That's because I only call her Cynthia when she's,
Being
doing-
unpleasant here?
otherwise she doesn't get a
I
name.
see.
I don't know, because we're never at a point where we have to say Pete or Cindy or Joyce or John. It's just like, hey, your mom or your dad.
Yeah.
I
So
understand.
there you go.
So it's just weird. I got
It
it.
was just weird.
Yeah. Well, you have permission. I mean, as your pastor, you have permission to call me Pastor Pete.
Do not do that.
Oh, I will do that for sure.
2 out of 3 Shins did not find it weird.
Yeah, that's true.
I've been
66%.
outvoted. I get it.
All right. Very good. Well, so
It's a 3.5 Shin episode.
a 3.5 Shin episode.
We're being blessed by a baby puppy right now.
Oh my God. Oh, how wonderful. A French
We
bulldog.
need to see the puppy.
Yeah.
Sarah needs to say something so that the camera will pan over to her.
This is
Oh.
Chungus.
Chungus.
Yeah. Say something, Murphy.
Hi. Look
Oh,
So
yeah.
cute.
So cute.
Oh my gosh.
He's got the fattest face and he makes little picky noises.
I
Yeah.
hear that. That's adorable.
Well, and just to prove that you are correct, it does show that a baby found you. In fact, during this podcast.
There you go.
So true.
Superpower.
Yeah. That's impressive. You delivered on that, I have to say. On the other hand, I also delivered on my unusual talent, beautiful audio chocolate. So tasty.
And bad harmonica playing is
That's
what
true.
I was thinking of.
And I chatted everyone up. So I delivered on all 3 of my unusual talents right here tonight.
There you have it.
All right. Well, better wrap it up there.
Oh, God. Again. No,
that
you
up?
already got
Do you
it.
do that
Good
shit
job.
on purpose? I want to ask you every week. Do you do that on purpose, or it just happens?
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get some fucking masking tape, put a bow on it, and say, "Mark your goddamn harmonica, happy birthday."
Wow.
I think he does it on purpose.
He doesn't. I wish it was like that sadistic, but no, it's just fuckery.
All right. Well, yeah, it's a mistake. It's a mistake. Oh, sorry about that. Here we go. I can't even play tonight. My bad talent is really, it's horrible.
You're due to.
A Shin Show is a production of Shinfluence. It features the voices and opinions of the Shin family and special guests. And it's brought to you on a fake basis by Ziffs. Proud fake sponsors of A Shin Show for more than a billionth of a century, a fine dining experience in Invercargill, New Zealand. Also by The Throne Room, Heavy Tattoos, also in Invercargill. Also a fake sponsor of A Shin Show for more than a billionth of a century. The opinions expressed on A Shin Show are exclusively those of the participants. And you can catch us on Google Play Music or on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get podcasts. And please join us next week when we'll hear Sara Murphy say probably what? What would you say, Sara Murphy, next week if you happen to be on the podcast again?
You want to buy a sundial?
You want to buy a sundial. So stay tuned for that.
Cool. Okay, thanks. Bye.
Love
Have
you.
a good week, guys.
You have a good week. Love you. Love you.
Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Bye. Bring back Chongus. He's cute.
Yeah, he is cute.
Hold
But-
up Chungus for the camera.
I can't. He's too chungoidal. Chungoidal.
Aw, look at that face.
Chungoidal. That's staying in the pod.